This is Nico from Channel 65 News, and my only hope is that by the end of this video, you're just filled to the brim with knowledge of the French Revolution. Good afternoon. So, some very important information for you to know is that Louis XVI and Marie Antoinette were the king and queen of France before the Revolution. Louis was kind of an idiot because he doubled the debt of France, and then when it got to a point where the debt was so bad, he called it a meeting of the Estates General because he was taxing the Second Estate so much. And that actually began the French Revolution to an extent because they created the National Assembly, because the Third Estate was also sick of getting outvoted in terms of taxes. Now, Marie Antoinette wasn't any saint either. Now, you may be asking why. Well, she was called Madame Deficit because she spent massive amounts of money, jewelry, and just any cosmetic things. And she was also an unpopular queen because she was a member of Austria's royal family, and Austria was one of France's greatest opponents. Then some Enlightenment ideas that played into it. Ideas of individualism and freedom contrasted the monarchy's overarching say, and that again goes back to when the National Assembly was created. And then Louis allowed freedom of religion, and that's something that aligned with Enlightenment changes. Thank you.
During the meeting of the Estates General, the Third Estate got extremely outraged because they were consistently being outvoted by the First and Second Estate. So they exited the courthouse and went to the King's tennis courts, where the Third Estate later locked themselves in and refused to leave until they would write up a new constitution. The Enlightenment ideas was that the Third Estate wanted equal rights and also wanted the same amount of freedom as the First and Second Estate.
Hi, welcome to Channel 65. I'm Kenya Martinez and this is Sarah Kramer. We will be talking about the Reign of Terror.
So, Robespierre was a French lawyer, and he was also a politician, and he promised to make a republic of virtue, but he ended up creating a Reign of Terror, which was a period from 1793 to 1794 during the French Revolution, where around 40,000 people were executed. The government was executing people left and right, and they didn't have fair trials. And it was really bad because if a neighbor reported you of being a rebel or of talking trash about the government without any evidence, then you were executed. The device that was used to execute people was called a guillotine, and that killed many, many people. During the Reign of Terror, France declared war on Austria because they wanted to put Louis XVI back to the throne. And the Committee of Public Safety was the group that was in charge during the Reign of Terror. The man that was responsible for leading the Reign of Terror was Maximilien Robespierre, and later in the years he was not guillotined. And then there were main Enlightenment ideas that people wanted to bring back the royal family to the throne.
Wait!
I hate him so much.
So what I'd like to have you know is that Louis.
Holy
Oh my